So welcome everybody to Clinical Hypnosis Australia. Today I talked to Leanne Davidson. So there's so much. You're doing so much and it's exciting stuff in between the Simpson Protocol and Golden Thread and all this sort of stuff and the sports stuff as well with Stuart Walter. Tell me, I'm just really excited to talk to you. Tell me, why is it that you're doing what you do and how did you get into it?
It's really strange, Trish, because this sort of all landed in front of me. I hadn't planned any of this, and I was previously a remedial massage therapist prior to COVID.
Mhm.
And then after COVID, people started presenting with physical symptoms that I felt were a direct correlation to stress.
Right.
So people started wanting to talk, and then I had to say to them, "Well, we better get on the massage table," and
Yeah.
and that made me think about, well, I like the mind stuff too because it affects the body.
Mhm.
And that made me think of the mind body connection. And I started looking into that. But I also work with animals with canine Bowen therapy.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And I always love to help animals as well as humans.
Mhm.
And then I saw something about Simpson Protocol, how you could do,
Surrogacy.
yeah, surrogacy. Thank you. And I thought I'll look into that. And that's when Justine came up. She popped up. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get on to Justine about this. And that was like the best thing I've ever done in my life with
Mhm.
the Simpson Protocol. And then I was interested in her hypnotherapy diploma as well. But that was in the background because I was doing the Simpson Protocol. And then one day she posted a post about Stuart Walter and his peak performance athlete secret weapon. And that really interested me because I have sons who've always been into sport and
Especially
one,
being a massage therapist as well.
yeah, well, and I was massaging with footy clubs and just being amongst the young people. I really wanted to help young people because I feel they are struggling a lot at the moment.
Mhm.
And being because I had my sons as well, you sort of get to see a lot more around that age group, and that really resonated with me. So that's how I got into everything because I had to do the diploma so I could do the sports with Stuart. So
Mhm.
it's been awesome. I
Yeah.
honestly,
And people are in
sorry,
trance when they're having their massage as well. Like we
yeah,
go into this trance-like state where we just like zen out, and that's when emotions can surface for us as well.
100%, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
So with the sports hypnotherapy, what excites you about it?
I tell you what, Stuart is just so motivating in himself. He's just so good at what he does, and he always tries to, say, now, don't worry, you're fine, but it's hard to and think, shit, I don't think I could ever be like him, but
It's
not that
all
you
a
want to be
belief
like
system.
him. Yeah, I know you don't want to be like that, but because you want to be yourself. But it's just what he's done with people in their mindset to get them to where they are in the elite world. And there's so many, even at this, I'm in a regional Victoria, but there's so many young people that may get diet is up to scratch, their fitness, their training's up to date. But unless you've got, the mindset as well, which is probably the most important, that they'll never reach their true potential.
Mm. And that's what it really comes down to. That's one thing that I heard a lot about when COVID hit. We weren't allowed to play our sports anymore. Even going to the gym was very exclusive. And there were a lot of us that lost our mojo as such. But that was the mindset because COVID was very heavy.
Yeah.
And getting into the new way of thinking when it comes to football clubs or any kind of sport that you're into, it really does come down to the mindset.
Yeah.
And how are you helping people lift their mindset?
Well, everyone's different, of course. So when people come in, we just go through things, what's going on in their lives, because a lot of the time too, I discovered when my son was younger that he was going through, you know, Gippsland Power and stuff like that, and it's not only just about ability.
Mhm.
There's things going on in young people's lives behind the scenes that can affect their ability greatly.
Hmm.
So it's not all about if this person doesn't play well on this day, it's not because he doesn't have ability. It's because sometimes things are going on behind the scenes that just affects their mindset
Yeah.
so much.
And
And
they're finding their place in the world.
100%,
And
yeah,
when they've got an issue that's coming up, finding the right person to talk to make sure you're navigating that field is quite difficult when you're young.
it is, and it's critical. You,
Yes.
you can't always speak to your parents. You can't always speak to your mates because they're not on the same. They're doing their own thing, but you need that support, but you don't always get it because they don't understand what's involved, and they may not be in that elite thing that you're working up towards.
Mm-hmm.
So your mindset is really good, and that's what I try to. I have a whole like I'm spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. I do the whole lot because it's so important to incorporate the whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's where the Simpson Protocol comes in because
yeah.
that's the big spiritual
I
hypnosis.
love that. Love Simpson Protocol.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So if you could give somebody one piece of advice that's listening, what piece of advice would you give them?
For me, it's always go where your heart calls you. Um, if something is put in front of you, investigate it because sometimes it's put in front of you for a reason.
Mhm.
And yeah, just whatever resonates with you. I think sometimes we don't put ourselves first in what we want. We do things for other people, and
Yes.
I think we really need to stop and think about what we want, what our heart resonates with, and just go with that and see where it goes.
Yeah, very true, very true. So thank you everybody for joining in on this conversation with Leanne and I. We will catch you all in the future. And if you want to reach out to Leanne, please click on the link down in the blog and please reach out because she's ready to help you when you're ready to sort out your mindset. So thank you, Leanne, for joining me today, and we'll talk to everybody in the future. Bye bye.